is this option only really available though to people who are well connected? Because a lot of people don't have the connections. They're actually heads down running their company, and unfortunately, once it's a problem, then they're out there, and at that point, it sounds like that's too late. So, is the message to be proactive, take time out as a CEO, or hire someone on your team to go out and build relationships with lenders, or is this something else you're recommending?
Yeah, so I think a large part is CEOs should be running a company and focus on product. They should have someone else do it. That's a good question. So we have, with one of our portfolio companies, one of the first things we did when we started the process with them was to help them hire like a VP or senior director of finance. Right, because this person knows our lingo. He's our guy. He knows exactly what's going on. And if the CEO is very focused on the product, at least this guy, or managing the company, this guy with enough knowledge of the company and of the capital markets can be out there talking to investors. Right, and it can be a director of finance role, so on and so forth. This is something we can talk about actually on the video, on this director of finance role. So companies have this issue now. The question is, all right, I know I need a finance function. Do I need an FP&A guy, or do I need someone who is more focused on strategic side fundraising?
Like a CFO?
No, so most companies do not really require a CFO, right? So company sizes really vary. Like we have a company that is maybe like 30 million revenue, right? Profitable, right? But they have no finance function. The CEO has been doing on the finance function.
But
he doesn't
by
really,
himself.
But he does not really need a CFO. So he needs like a director of finance guy. Because when you hire a CFO,
the CEO is not the one who's actually calling up customers to get the money, right? At a $30 million revenue stage, I'm sure he's got a team.
He has a team. He has about 20 people, right?
On finance, though, is what I mean.
No. He is just him. He has him and there's one FP&A person.
FP&A here being financial planning.
Financial planning person, right? But now as he thinks this year is going to make like 60 million, he requires someone who does...
double growth,
Yeah, and it's hardware. So hardware does inventory cycles, right? Which is tricky. So he needs someone who can help him out on the director of finance side, right? So his board members he has a couple of board members that have built big companies before and sold them, was like, you need a director of finance. But now the question is, do you really need someone who's more internal facing, or you want someone who's internal and external facing as well?
Yeah, this is one of the biggest things and headaches. Biggest decision I had to make was, at what point do I bring in a heavy-handed finance function and step away from that? We looked at an interim CFO option, and that worked for a short while. We had contract firms be our in-house CFO. But eventually we bit the bullet and we hired a very experienced CFO, and that was a life changer for us. At that point, you're not just tactically chasing money, you're thinking strategically about your options. And one thing I got to say too, I don't know if what your stance is on this, having a CFO at the table sends a clear, strong message to potential lenders. You are organized, but also you're not going to be taken for a ride. If you've got a venture capitalist and know you've got a good CFO, you're not this naive entrepreneur who's doing it for the first time. You've got a CFO here, and that CFO has done financing rounds and knows what's market and isn't market.